Is health and wellness something you feel truly passionate about and you wish you could actually have a job and have a career where you're working in the wellness industry? Well, this video is for you because I'm going to share how to make that transition and move into the health and wellness industry. Hi, if you're new to my channel, my name is Jo Randolph and I'm a holistic career coach. On this channel, I share with you how to discover your gifts, fulfill your purpose, and create a joyful life. Over the next 4 days, I'm going to be doing a health coaching video series where I'm going to be sharing some information if you're thinking about becoming a health coach and if you're trying to figure out where to study. Over the next 4 days, I'm going to be sharing with you some information that will hopefully help you make the best decisions for you and your career. But let's really back it up and explore the question, what is your dream career? Is your dream career to be working in the health and wellness industry? Are you someone who loves discovering and researching new recipes and exercising and feels good? Or maybe you've had a chronic illness or you've had a health issue that you have overcome and you feel so much stronger and so much better that you feel like, you know what? I want to inspire others to do the same. Well, if that's the case, then I also know how exciting that possibility is, but also how confusing it can be to then think about, well, what happens next? Now what? Because becoming a health coach doesn't feel as straightforward as becoming an accountant. If you want to become an accountant, it's quite clear that you need to get qualified as an accountant and then you just work for an accounting firm or you get hired as an accountant. It's pretty straightforward. But with health coaching, it feels so unconventional and you see people posting stuff on social media and you're wondering, how do they do it? How do they make that jump? How much money do they make? Where did they study? Well, in this video series, I'm going to be covering some of those questions. The first thing to think about if you're exploring just the possibility of becoming a health coach is to think about when. When would you like to actually start working? This can feel like a bit of a scary question. I don't know when, just sometime possibly in the future. First, I just invite you just to grab a paper and pen or an Evernote or whatever it is that you'd love to write notes on and simply jot down when you would love to start working in the health and wellness industry. Because typically what happens is that if you don't decide in advance when you'd most like this to happen, you just delay it and either you never get around to doing it or you end up spending so many months or years in a job that is unfulfilling and that is unsatisfying and that doesn't use your gifts and then sometimes say later and then you only really make that jump when things have gotten really tough. Let's say, for example, you're in an unfulfilling job and every day that you're going to work, you're wondering, why am I doing this? Maybe it gets more stressful. Maybe you could be in a toxic work environment or you're struggling financially, or some people get made redundant. And it's only when something major happens that you're then pursuing this. If you're at the point where you've realized that you've either wasted so much time delaying following your passion and really going after your dreams, then now is the time to do it and try not to delay it any further than what is absolutely necessary. The other thing to factor in is that working in the health and wellness industry doesn't have to be something that you can achieve like this. You know, more often than not, people that work in the health and wellness industry are trained. And so you can use the next few months, the next year, the next couple years, 3 years, depending on which training program you do, getting that training, and then you've at least gotten the ball rolling, and that gives you time to then actually make that transition. The second question to ask yourself is also, why do you want to work in the health and wellness industry? Why? I mean, this is a really important question. People often talk about if you're starting a business, think about your mission. And what I often find quite interesting is that people often ask you, what do you do? But they don't ask you, why do you do what you do? And maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe if you're at a dinner party and someone says, why do you do what you do? And you don't really like your job. I mean, the obvious reason might be a little bit of money and something to do, but it doesn't really have that interesting conversation. But isn't it interesting to meet someone or watch someone on a YouTube channel or whatever who is doing something fascinating and you ask them, why do you do what you do? And then it really starts to make sense and you think, wow, that's incredible. Well, you have the chance to write the story of your own life, and you have the chance to actually think about, why do you want to work? And most importantly, why do you want to work in the health and wellness industry? Because I hope it's going to be for more reasons than just money. I hope it's going to be for something meaningful. For example, some people want to work in the health and wellness industry because they want to change people's lives. Some people want to do it because they absolutely love health and wellness and they really want to use their skills or their passion to make a meaningful difference in someone's life. Or are you simply fascinated by the idea of nutrition? Is nutrition just so fascinating for you? Do you really enjoy cooking meals for others? Do you want to help people make healthier choices more easily? Do you feel passionate about children's well-being? Are you passionate about corporate health and reducing stress in the workplace and productivity and energy? Are you really interested in sexual wellness? Yes, sexual wellness is a thing. And there is so much more. So really just pause for a moment and think about which people have inspired you the most, which products have been the most helpful or life-changing for you. What would you most love to do in the health and wellness industry? Because that answer can give you an insight into the type of health and wellness work that you might want to do. So for example, if someone is really passionate about nutrition on its own, then it might make more sense to actually start thinking about becoming a nutritionist. Or if you're really into movement and you're thinking and you love yoga, then it might make more sense to think about getting a yoga training. But if you're also thinking about how to be a holistic instructor, it may make sense to do like a health coaching program where you're a holistic health coach who also does yoga. So an example of this is actually Madeline Shaw.
So for example, when I just go to YouTube and type in Madeline Shaw, so she is a certified health coach. She studied at the Institute for Integrative Nutrition. And that's really where she began her career. And as you can see, one of the first things that come up is yoga. She's really holistic. She not only talks about health in terms of your diet and what you're eating, because she also studied health coaching, she actually has the ability to talk about other aspects of health. So she talks about de-stressing, relaxation, yoga, vision boarding, really just all sorts of things that can help someone live a healthier life. This is an example of one of her yoga videos, and she just does like different challenges and stuff for people. So this is really cool because she can kind of create her own business doing a variety of things that she loves rather than only working on one niche area, such as purely and exclusively yoga or purely and exclusively nutrition. An example of a nutritionist is actually Dr. Hazel Wallace. So she is the creator of the Food Medic. She actually initially started off as a doctor, and she really is passionate about wellness, and so she ended up getting training on nutrition, and she kind of is a bridge between medicine and nutrition, and she also became a certified personal trainer as well. And then you also have some people that really love cooking. So for example, this is Sari Jones Chef, and she is a wellness person, and what she really loves is cooking. And so she has actually specialized in actually being a chef and cooking for people. And during COVID, things have changed a bit. So now she actually offers online interactive cooking sessions, which is really cool. And she also has a book. And that's just an idea for people that are really, really into cooking. And then another example is Melissa Ambrosini. So I love Melissa. I came across Melissa many, many years ago, and she's also one of the couple of people that inspired me to actually build a career in wellness. And what she really focuses on is really how you can feel healthy in every sense of the word. So for her, health isn't just about nutrition and fitness. It's also about money and your confidence and your sexual health. So she's really holistic, and this is one of the amazing things if you want to have kind of a more holistic approach to helping people. And so she studied health coaching at the Institute for Integrative Nutrition. And since then, she's got some amazing books. Her podcast has 13 million downloads. Her book, by the way, if you haven't gotten it, Master Your Mean Girl, is a fantastic book. I actually recommended it to my friend. My friend was going through a breakup, and she loved it, and she's doing so great. and she's been on TEDx, and yeah, she's just a really great person. So the point is that she is able to kind of talk about a variety of things that can really help you boost your health. And so if you're really interested in wellness from a holistic perspective, then health coaching may be a better fit.
Really thinking about why you want to work in the health and wellness industry can be the window so that you can see exactly what kind of path and training could be best for you. Then the third thing to reflect on is what are you already good at? Sometimes it's actually really easy to make the transition to the health and wellness industry if you're using what you already have as a platform to do the next thing. So for example, for me, I've been working as a branding consultant for global brands such as Unilever, L'Oreal, Nike, and what I would typically do was I would help brands stand out and sell their products so that they could get more sales and really just reach as many customers as possible. But health isn't just about your diet and what you're eating and how much you're exercising. Your career also plays a huge part in how healthy you feel. The longer you work and the more stressful your job is, the lower your quality of health. And so that's really how I help people. I know that if people are really doing what lights them up, what makes them feel alive, what makes them feel excited. So when people are really doing that, they feel good. And when you feel good, it's easier to make healthier food choices. It's easier just to be healthier in general, and you feel healthier too because you're not so stressed. You have less inflammation in the body. And so that's really how I help people. Now, it was easy for me to make that transition because I already had my branding work. Now, I don't know what your skill set is, but it can be really helpful when you're also reviewing what options to do, is to not only think about why you want to do it, but to also think about where you want to start. So I've already given you a few examples of people who built on what they already had with their skill set, and that's just something that I also think can also really help you to clarify what you want to do. The final thing to make a decision on is where you want to study. Now, one of the things that I've noticed is just all around is that most people that work in the wellness industry have some form of training, whether it's personal training, whether it's nutrition, whether it's health coaching, and they actually have training because that's what helps them learn the key things, really at minimum the basics, but ideally knowing as much information as possible that makes it easier for you to help your clients get results, or it's easier for you to help you create products that drive results. So for example, if someone is making food products, health food products, it's great if you cook and make amazing stuff yourself. But if you go to some sort of chef school or something like that, and that's something that you're really interested in, then you can learn some more information that helps you better execute what you're doing. And if you really care about wellness and understanding how to group certain foods and all that sort of stuff, then health coaching can really help. Now, one of the things that I do talk about is studying health coaching at the Institute for Integrative Nutrition. The main reason why I talk about them, it's not because it's sponsored, it's because I actually studied there. I have no qualification or no ability to talk about any other program outside of IIN in regards to health because I haven't actually studied anywhere else. And so I couldn't give an honest and genuine review of another program the same way that I can give a genuine review of IIN. And one of the things that I love about IIN, I actually have quite a few videos on how to know if IIN is right for you and all sorts of stuff. So if you want to see those videos, just click on the playlist. And one of the main reasons why I love IIN is because it's really a program that helps you to really approach your role or your job in a holistic way. And so it helps to use whatever it is that you already have. So let's say, for example, if someone is already a qualified doctor, they can come in and do the health coaching program and have a holistic approach to their job when they're consulting with people, when they're helping people. That can really make a difference. Or if you're a personal trainer, and you can be a holistic personal trainer who not only helps people with their fitness, but you actually help people make healthier choices. Or you can be a career coach like myself, and you can help people achieve optimal health through their career. You also learn so much about diet. You learn over 100 dietary theories. So you cover all the different kind of things that you might be interested in. And it also teaches you how to actually make that career transition. So if you want to get hired, if you want to build a business, it teaches you how to do all that sort of stuff. So that is a great program to look at. If it's a program that you are already familiar with and you're thinking about signing up, then simply click on the link in the description box below because you can actually get a discount through me, which is amazing. amazing. So if you want to get that discount, simply click on the link in the description box below. I do have more videos on what it's like to study at IAN, my review of it. If you're curious to watch that, simply click on the link there. I have a full playlist on there, mainly because I've received so many questions from people asking me how I came to do what I do, where I studied, all that sort of stuff. So I've actually just created all these free videos for you to watch, and I hope it gives you more information. Anyway, so this is part 2 of the video series. So in tomorrow's video that I'm going to be sharing, I'm going to be talking about what is a health coach and how is it beneficial. So if you're not quite sure what a health coach is and what they do and how it can be beneficial, in tomorrow's video I'm going to share all the juice on that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next week. All right, bye. Oh, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and share it with a friend if you know that your friend might be curious about working in the wellness industry. Anyways, if you have any other questions, leave a comment in the box below. All right, see you soon. Bye.